finally a new Disventure Camp episode, and this time is the comeback. Well, I think it's really obvious who is going to come back, right? Well, let's see Ted and Linda coming back.
I did it!
Marissa has earned her way back into the game!
Yes!
Amelie has earned her way back into this game.
Okay. Marissa and Amelie. Okay. Well, at least the hot stuff is back. Cut. Well, hello, Banacles. So I'm keeping here for another Disventure Camp review. This time from episode 16. And that was the comeback episode. And I gotta say, a really good episode. It had some problems, of course. None episode is perfect, but still a really good one. Not the best of the season, like I say when I really like an episode, but a good one. So let's start the review. The first thing we see in the episode, Spencer trying to talk with Jade, but she's really pissed at him. She doesn't even want to talk with him, and that makes sense. I agree totally with Jade being completely angry at him because, come on, flip 3 times. And Isabel is happy with this because now that Jade is focused on being mad at Spencer, she won't have doubts about the alliance or Isabel. So that's only for the best nun in the show. And Jade just says she didn't like what Spencer did and she's going to get revenge, all that stuff. Then I totally agree. I don't want to see Spencer being eliminated. I mean, kinda, but I totally understand Jade. And Spencer saying, oh, I messed up and all this stuff is just, okay, yeah, we all said it before. You're gonna know something in this episode that Spencer wasn't that interesting and he's kinda a bit boring in this episode in my opinion. See this confessional? So yeah, this wasn't a good episode for Spencer. And then we have an interaction between Zadie and Anastasia that this one was really good and interesting. They finally having something interesting to do with this alliance. That is actually Zadie talking about his mother and his doubts and why he flipped and all those stuff. It tells about his story and her mother, and it's really good to see Zadie open up and have more of his character. He's not boring in this episode, and seeing this is actually cool because in the last 3 episodes he was just there, and now he's starting to get some focus. And we also know more about Anastasia's past, why she moved to Australia, and well, I had a theory why she did this, and it was right. She had a girlfriend, and they had a secret relationship, but one day the paparazzi found out, and everything gone to shit. She had to move to Australia because her family didn't want to know about her. The girl disappeared, and the media, in Russia especially, is horrible when it comes to LGBT and all those stuff, because if you know that country, you know the government doesn't like the LGBT people, right? It's complicated for them in there. But she's happy now that she's in the show and all the stuff. She can love Marissa and all the stuff and be free and not worry about it anymore. And says that Zadie's mom is actually a good one and raised a good boy and she's proud of him and the stuff. And it's a really good interaction. I really like them interacting. I think it's the first interaction Anastasia has with the boy that is now Logan, and that is good and interesting. And yeah, it was a really good interaction. I want to see more of this alliance. It's nice to finally see Anastasia interacting with someone and not being rude or focusing on the game or strategy. She's actually being nice and show a bit more of her soft side. And it's an interaction with Marissa because she only did that with Marissa. And see her doing this with Zadie, that was an ally of her for like 2 days or 3, I don't know. And well, it's good. I want to see more of them. I think they're gonna work together. Zadie, Marissa, and Anastasia. See Marissa come back for the challenge. I'm not going to not tell this because, come on, it's the start of the video. And before the challenge, we finally have a map flip scene, and it is the only good scene of Spencer in this entire episode. That's basically Logan saying that the kiss was just impulse, and he was putting everything he had out. This was weird to say in that situation, but you know, Spencer understands, and this will all be a joke or a funny moment they'll tell in the future. And Logan can always talk with him and all this stuff, and they decided just to stay bros, friends. I guess. I don't know how this will go, because after what happened in this episode, maybe it won't stay just like this, but I'll tell this later. And even though it was a good scene, seeing Logan being honest, and Spencer and Logan still being friends, and nothing affected them, it's a bit bad, because now Logan is just there. he doesn't have the map flip plot. He already knows he's bi and all those stuff. So yeah, Logan's kind of just there now. I don't know what he's going to do with this character. I don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, it's practically everything he could be done with Logan. I think it was. So yeah, that is it. It's good. Anyway, next day challenge. The eliminated contestants get on the place, and it's a real epic scene. I really like they getting on the place, and I think they practice this a lot because Alessio even bows when they end this. Anyway, we have Richard, Diego, Benji, Alessio, Marissa, Ted, Linda, Amelie, Tristan, and Ivy back. It's good to see everyone together. And now what is going to happen? Trevor says that they're going to choose their duo, and 2 contestants will go back. So yeah, they're going to choose who is going to be the duos here, not Trevor and Derek. And end up being really interesting. First is Isabel, and she picked, well, Marissa. It is a bit random at first, but then she explained why. She doesn't want Marissa to come back. She wants to drop the challenge, so Anastasia and Marissa don't go back together because they are a power couple and they got back together. Boom, they will go dominate the game because we have the strongest girl in the game and the second strongest girl in the game coming back for the game. So yeah, it's gonna be a really difficult alliance to, you know, go against. And yeah, I need to talk about the confessional she has later. There, it is this one.
Marissa's great, but if she gets back in, she and Anastasia will become the power couple. No Yuri on my watch. I just need to take some preventative measures.
Okay, this is like what, the 6th time I have to defend Isabel on this channel? Oh my god, every video I had to done this. Anyway, people are mad because she said no Yuri on my watch, and I even saw some people calling her homophobic. And like, are you guys stupid or something? I mean, she isn't homophobic. She didn't show any sign of her being homophobic this whole season. She doesn't discriminate or something like that. She doesn't treat anyone there different because they're gay, lesbian, bi, or even trans. I mean, her best friend's Natalia, and she never showed any sign of being homophobic towards her. And she never treated Anastasia and Marissa bad because they are lesbians. So I don't know what you guys talking about. I don't know why you guys are angry at her because of this little confessional. I get it if you guys don't like that she was trying to sabotage Marissa, but it makes sense because she's strong, and if she goes back, she'll go right back with Anastasia. This is also strong, and they are a couple, so they're not going to betray each other or trust any other person. So she had a point, and she needs to control the game. So I don't know what you guys are mad at. I don't know if you guys really think she's homophobic because she isn't. So yeah, the case is closed. The next is Spencer, and he chooses Diego, and I don't give a damn because it's super boring, this one, so whatever. The next one is Zayd, and he chooses Ivy. Actually, he chooses Tristan because Ivy wanted him to choose Tristan. This will be explained later why. And the next one is Anastasia, and she chooses Ivy. And even though they didn't interact too much, I love that she chose Ivy because they are my top 2, so yes! Next one is Jade, and she chooses Benji, and Hannah get really pissed about it.
My goal for this comeback is to maintain social dynamics. Shocker, I know. But Benji's harmless, and Zayd targeting him could provide valuable time going undetected. And I think he's kind of cool, okay? Don't look at me like that.
This was a fun confessional, but actually a bit good too, because it's not see more Jade's personality and what she thinks, and see that she thinks Benji it's cool. It's nice, and shows that she wasn't lying or pretending the last episode or episode 6 that she actually really appreciates him. And saying Benji's cool in the same sentence is kind of weird. The next is Natalia, and because she was out of options, and well, Alessio is kind of the best option there, and she couldn't say no to him, she chose Alessio. And also Ted, has the scene that it wasn't funny. Sorry, it wasn't. And the last one's Hannah, that obviously chose Amelie because come on. So this means that Ted and Linda will have no helper, so we'll have to do the whole challenge alone. And talking about the duos, except Diego and Spencer and Richard and Logan that did nothing, they were all good. I like all the duos here. I think my favorites were Isabel and Marissa, because you guys are going to see that they were really funny, but not because the reason you think it is. Ivy and Anastasia, because I'm biased and I cannot put them in my face because I don't care they didn't have screen time. I loved every second of it because I just love the two. And of course, Samla and Hannah, because come on. Of course, they were my favorite. They were great. But yeah, and the other dudes were good, like Natalia and Alessio. Others were just okay, like Tristan and Zayd. The others were just bad, like Spencer and Diego. I didn't like it. Okay. What am I gonna do about it? I don't like Diego. Now, talking about the challenge, it was cool, the 3 parts. The first one was a bit boring because it's just, you find a thing to pop a balloon, so yeah, it was a bit boring. The tightrope was really nice and really funny because some characters, especially Marissa, you guys are going to see it. And the last part is juggling is just, yeah, it's a race, and well, it's just to be not obvious who's going to win, even though it was a bit obvious who's going to win. But yeah, it was a cool challenge. I like it. It was intense and nice to watch, different from other ones. Now, this is the part when I say the most important things that happened in the challenge, or just the funny things that I thought that were worth mentioning. But since a lot of important things happened, I'm going to say those stuff a bit faster today. So let's start this first, because I don't care at all for this. Let's just move these things out of the way. Diego was mad and said at Spencer because he betrayed him and he showed his feelings to Spencer and he didn't care about him and all those stuff, and he's mad about it, and Spencer wants to prove it was wrong and all this stuff and wants to apologize and and I don't care at all for all this interaction. Sorry, Diego and Spencer fans, but this ship is just annoying and their interactions are boring and not interesting. It's just a drama that no one care about. Okay, maybe 3 or 4 people care, but it's like, whatever, we all know how this is going to end, and it's just a waste of time. Like, they had so many deleted scenes in this episode and could just animate them. There was so much interesting and fun. Then Diego and Spencer interacting for something that no one gives a shit about. And honestly, the scene in the ending where they apologize and end in good terms is just whatever. You know, who cares? It's Diego. I mean, I don't know. It was just a waste of time. I don't care about this too. I like Spencer, but this episode, he was really mid, okay? You know, it wasn't good. The only good scene is the one with Logan, because besides that, I don't know. This was the only bad thing about this episode. But talking about the good stuff, we have Alessio and Natalia being a really good duo and weirdly flirty, I guess. I don't know. It was some cute scenes and some funny scenes. I liked it. Also, Alessio makes a musical reference that was really good. It was a good duo. We have Linda and Ted team up because they don't have helpers, so they can end this challenge faster. It was really good to see these two together again. They are a good duo. Unfortunately, we didn't see a lot because, you know, it's Linda, so she obviously betrayed him. We have Isabel sabotaging the whole challenge. That was really funny to watch. I don't know, I just like, it's funny. And we have Anastasia and Ivy interaction that actually was really good. I don't know. I know it was something big, but I liked it.
What? Me? Oh, I'd never. Okay, you got me. Well, they don't call me Ivy Throwkey for nothing. Why did I say that?
I don't know you guys, but I consider this a my panic. And basically, Ivy is throwing out the challenge because she wants Tristan to win because she cares about them. And Anastasia says this is dumb and their careers are hard and stuff. You need to take stuff, and by the way. But Ivy convinced her that actually it's better to, you know, give someone you love a chance to you know, step aside and something. And Anastasia doesn't scream at her, doesn't yell, doesn't say you're stupid or stuff. She just keep quiet and think about it. And I actually think what Ivy said helped a bit Anastasia to think about it because she wasn't a jerk. And no, Anastasia probably would scream and say, "Oh, shut up, you stupid," or something like that. But no, she just kept quiet and think about it. And it was actually nice. I know I'm forcing too much of a scene, but yeah, you know, I'm biased. What are you going to do?
Sorry, Marissa, but throwing darts is against my religion.
I don't know, maybe someone got offended because of this interaction or lines, because anything that Isabel's do offends people, but I just thought it was hilarious. Like, super funny. I don't know. I just can't hate her. It's just funny. And the second part of the challenge that Linda and Ted already passed, the first one, we have Linda betraying Ted and going alone on the challenge. And man, for someone who is terrible at all challenges, Linda was killing in this episode. Like, she was really good. And she said that because Marissa trained her, so well, it really worked. And we also have Zayd and Tristan trying to pass the second part of the challenge, but Tristan falls and this scene happened.
So, you come here often?
You are such a goober. Okay, come on, Romeo. Don't tell me you're giving up just yet.
I'm seeing this. Everyone is seeing this. Well, people think that Hannah and Benji is gonna happen. Come on, you have this right on your face and you still think that Hannah and Benji has a chance? Come on, wake up. Anyway, Benji go back to Jade, but it wasn't worth it because they already lost the challenge. And they actually have a good scene, and Jade said that she and feels bad about the whole thing, but Benji doesn't care. Just asks her to show more her emotions, all those stuff. And I agree, Jade should do this because in this last episode, she's being a really good character. I mean, since she's not just strategy and all those stuff, she's actually interesting and good character to watch. But we also have to remember that maybe this won't, because the other thing that's happened probably she'll be one of the next eliminated. Okay, now we're going to have the best scene of the whole episode.
We'll take it slow and steady. Wink, wink.
This is not slow and steady. Oh my god!
Marissa literally carrying her team. That's perfect. I love this. It's so funny. She just throws Isabel like it was nothing in the air. What? Anyway, Amelie and Hannah are the first duo to get in the final part of the challenge, and they have another cute scene that is them interacting. By the way, they have a lot of cute scenes of this episode, and I can't show all of them because it's gonna be like the whole episode. I love this duo. They're just amazing, and the mother and daughter vibe here is just like, it's so obvious. Even though Amelie said that Hannah sees her as an aunt, it's mother and daughter vibe here. Then Lynn is the next one to complete the second part of the challenge, and then Diego and Spencer complete the second part of the challenge. And to finish the best way possible.
God, forgive me for all of my sin!
Woohoo!
Marissa completes the second part of the challenge. Best duo, no doubt. Anyways, the juggling race to come back for the game starts, and we see a bit more of Amelie and Linda rivalry. That's actually great. I would like to see more of it. Unfortunately, we won't. And the first contestant to win the challenge, it's obviously, well,
I did it!
Marissa has earned her way back into the game!
Anastasia. Oh! Is it safe to say you missed me?
well, I did not see this thing coming. Anastasia really missed Marissa. It's kind of worried to what is going to happen next episode. Anyway, now about Marissa coming back. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. Like, oh my god, was the best option. No, Linda and Ted were way better options than Marissa, but it's not a bad. It just kind of makes Linda a bit of useless character, because now every move and everything that Linda did wasn't that useful because now Marissa's back. I mean, besides, Alessio elimination, the others eliminations that Linda was part of or eliminated didn't count because it was Marissa. And now Anastasia is not alone anymore, so more Marissa. That for me it's good, for the fandom it's also really good, but for her haters no, because some people that hate Anastasia don't like Marissa, and the people who don't like Marissa, they probably won't like the season because they will focus on Marissa a lot. But I don't care. I like it. I didn't love it, but it's not a bad decision. It's not going to ruin the season because the character that you wanted to come back didn't come back. But yeah, it could have been better. And then we're just 2 contestants left, Amelie and Diego. And for the luck of the viewers and mine, Amelie wins the comeback challenge and Diego loses. This means Amelie is back on the game. What a good feel. And what I gotta say about the hot stuff, about Amelie coming back. It was great. I was rooting for her to come back. I wish that her and Ted was the comebacks. After watching this episode, I think that Linda and Amelie would be a better choice because I wanted to see where this rivalry would go. And now that she's back in the game, we can see more of her, and that's a really good thing. And we see more for Hannah and other contestants, because when she was in the red team, she didn't interact with a lot of contestants, just Hannah and a bit Jade. And now she can talk with Jade, and this is going to be a really interesting thing because I don't think she forgave Jade about what happened, so maybe a revenge plot, and maybe this is why Jade is eliminated, or someone of the Jade's alliance. And also, I don't have anything about to complain. Okay, some people are mad because, her plot was done or nothing to do with her. I think no, because we saw in the episode 13 that she isn't 100% good or 100% not a jerk. And I know she'll appear in Tanjik too, but just because she's gonna appear there doesn't mean she can have more screen time. I don't complain about seeing her in my screen a bit more. Anyway, after that, we have the contestants that were eliminated saying goodbye to the contestants that stay in the game, and have a really funny scene between Zay, Tristan, and Ivy. I love this trio. It sucks I'm not going to see them anymore, at least not in the competition. And, well, that was actually the episode, or isn't. Actually, we have a final confessional that is Hannah saying that she doesn't see Amelie as a friend and actually just as a contestant. And that was a really good way to end the episode because I'm excited to see what's going to happen next. Yes, I know, the episode had some problems because the choice of the returners could be way better, but I didn't thought it was horrible or destroy the season like some people are saying, or even say I'm not going to watch anymore because my favorite didn't come back. I mean, come on, don't exaggerate. Of course you guys will watch because I know some of you just pretend and keep watching, and even though I hated the comics, I need to watch because I need to make videos. But it wasn't horrible, it wasn't amazing, it was okay, it was good. No, not great. Good. Marissa was not the one I was predicting to come back. I didn't hate it, like I said. I can see why she come back, and I want to see where this is going. And Amelie, 0 complaints. She deserves it, and I want to see more. And about the episode itself, I'll give it an 8-7, It was good. Great interactions. The challenge was fun. The episode itself was fun. Characters like Isabel, Natalia, Alessia were hilarious. Some characters didn't do much, like Richard, that I don't care. He never do something, so it's the usual. Or Logan, that just had the little scene at the start and did nothing for the rest of the episode, but I understand why. He had focused on 3 episodes, so, right? And the most thing that I got angry was that Anastasia and Ivy didn't have a lot of screen time. Not because of Anastasia, but because of Ivy, because I wanted to see more of her. But again, it's just because my favorites had the lake treatment. 0 screen time for you. And some other things like Zayde and Anastasia being more interesting as an alliance, Marissa scenes, Alma and Han interacting, Linda being the best character of this episode. I mean, she was amazing. She was great at a challenge, have, I think, the best interactions in the whole episode. And man, was sad she didn't come back, because she had a potential to be one of the best returns in the game. She deserved this. Marissa didn't come back. Linda really needs to come back. And I hope she proves that next season, because if she comes back to her next season, man, this is going to be crazy, because this woman here, respect. And about Ted. Everyone thought he would come back, and he didn't. I was a bit upset, yes, but thinking back now, I think it was a bit obvious he wouldn't come back, because he was such an obvious choice that of course admissions we're not going to let him go back to the game. And maybe this is good because we can see him more in next season. If he comes back for next season, I would love to see that. And she's an interesting character that has potential. I just think it wasn't for this season. And now, talking about the last thing, that is Diego and Spencer. Kidding! Of course I'm not going to talk about those two. Who cares? No one, right? I'm going to talk about who might be the next eliminated. And if I have to guess, I have no idea. I mean, really, I don't have any idea. Maybe Jade, because now that Amelie is back, she can make a plan with Hannah and join with the boys to eliminate Jade as revenge. Might be Anastasia, because now she has everything. Like, literally, she have friends, have a girlfriend. She's happy that Lynn's not in the game. Like, I don't know why she would win this game. She already has everything. So maybe Isabel see this happiness, and she didn't want Marissa in the game. So maybe eliminate Anastasia, that is a way stronger player than Marissa, is a good move. Or I don't know, even Logan, because she doesn't have anything to do here. So yeah, if he's gone, it's not gonna be bad, because his plot is definitely over. So I can't see anything that Anish can do with him, unless, I don't know, he started dating Spencer, but I doubt this is going to happen after the interaction they had this episode. So yeah, I don't know, put in the comments which character you think will be the next eliminated, because I have no idea. And well, if I had to guess, Jade, I guess, or Anastasia, or Logan. That's all my predictions. And well, that's it for today. That was the episode. Really great episode. The comeback wasn't amazing, but was good. It didn't ruin the show. And yeah, that's it. Subscribe, all those stuff, and goodbye. Hashtag Isabel did nothing wrong.